What else has she got going on there? I'm trying to think. And she's a very popular character. Like, we can't forget that she remains like, and their culture's thriving. The Loa culture, the Haitian Vodou culture, is thriving. When we talk about their respect and their honoring of their traditions, this is a thriving culture. So she hasn't been forgotten in any way, shape, or form. She absolutely remains at the top. She's black belt. She's grave markers. She's fire and rum. These are also important components of her. And you see how she's always attired. I think that's rum that she's got in her hand. Now, she's also known as the wife of Baron Samedi. And he's also a bigger figure. This is a guy who is a very cool representation of death himself. And she's going to be at the physical resting places of the dead. So she's called on to protect graves, to guard spirits, to punish those who desecrate burial grounds. Right? So she's known out there. People actively will call upon her. And you'll see, I'm just going to show you a couple of different images because she's still actively drawn, right? Like, this is her. Let's grab her. This is a version of Manman Brigitte right now. That's been pretty prevalent. Like, we've seen this one, for a while. And historically, like, this is a deity who's had a long ride in terms of rolling with, this specific culture. I'm going to drop this out of the way here. She's been on the scene for so long that she is literally 100% just a part of the culture. Historically, she comes from West African spiritual traditions. She is associated, she has three streams: West Africa, she has Irish Catholic traditions, and Caribbean voodoo development. So all these things were kind of blended to absorbing her into one. This is what has been a big part of her longevity, right? So she is associated with Saint Brigitte of Ireland, and during the enslaved trade, enslaved Africans in Haiti merged these Catholic saints with the African spirits, right? So they were merging the saints and the African spirits, and if you do that, what you get is a voodoo Loa system. That's what you get when you mix all these belief systems together. It becomes streamlined, and it becomes this. So you get this Loa system, and now you have Baron Samedi, you have the Queen of Cemeteries, you have the Protector of God. So she's very different than the others in the sense of like how she came about being with that transatlantic slave trade really makes it significant. Because culturally people were still like, they brought that belief over with them, right? Like, they brought the belief over there with them. And Catholicism was just kind of a perfect like venue for them all to blend together. Like, it allowed for the fusion of the Vodun system. That's what Catholicism really did. So psychologically, like, she embodies like memory. She embodies ritual mourning. She embodies the boundary between spirit and flesh. So she's very intimate in terms of like, she's the most intimate one. And I think personality wise, man, like, she seems to be like the easiest one to deal with, man. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, she seems like the easiest one to deal with. And you can see these are some other portraits of her. Like, this is her and Baron Samedi together, right? So this is obviously an old school, like, he's got the crown, like, she's partial to purple, right? So this is one of the kind of the markers for her is what's the color scheme you see her in. And for Brigitte, like, purple is the thing. Purple is something that she's always gonna be attired in. So you can see she's got that on. There's some other depictions because she's live and direct right now. Like, what's keeping her alive too is video games, and she's good